(2023-24) Boston Bruins Alumni Benefit Games are made possible by generous contributions from our presenting sponsors, Chick-fil-A of Massachusetts and New Hampshire, the official chicken sandwich of the Boston Bruins Alumni, and the James and Whitney Company of Maine and New Hampshire, the official rooftop and exteriors contractor of the Boston Bruins Alumni. Today's game is also brought to you by Bauer Hockey, TD Garden, Cross Insurance, James W. Flett Excavating Contractors, the Legacy Club of Boston, Killington Resorts, Tresca Italian Restaurant, and the Dolben Company. Now, here's the voice of the Boston Bruins alumni, John Horgan, with today's pregame guests and game presentation.
John Horgan, joined by Bob Sweeney, president of the Boston Bruins Foundation. Swoop, an important day here in Lewiston, Maine, at the fabulous old barn known as the Coliseum.
Yeah, we played a few big games in here, Johnny, and I heard they're going to have 5,000 people here, which is amazing. Hopefully their team is a little bit older, you know, Johnny. We're playing too many young guys. So hopefully the PD has, you know, some of their elder statesmen today.
And we're here for a special reason, to help the healing of a tragedy that took place last October 25th. 18 people losing their lives, 13 people injured. And we're doing, as we always try to do with the Boston Bruins alumni and the foundation, to help out others in need.
Yeah, so we're all, you know, on behalf of the Bruins alumni, the Bruins Foundation, you know, our hearts and prayers go out to everybody here in Lewiston that was involved in that horrific day. We hosted them at the end of December at a Bruins game, but to be here in Lewiston and be able to see some of the people, talk to some of the people that were there, were involved. For us, it's a big day. We'll have a check. All the fundraising we did over the course of the first couple weeks after the tragedy raised over $200,000. We have a check today for $200,000 for Lewiston charities that will help out, whether it's people coping with this tragedy or first responders, anybody involved that needs some help. So for us, it's a big one. And, you know, speaking of first responders, we're playing against the Lewiston PD, and I want to thank everybody from their department for putting this game on, and we'll have a special presentation presenting them with the 207 Lewiston Strong jersey that was hung right after the tragedies before the Bruins played their next game. All our players signed it, so thank you to all the players for doing that, and we look forward to a great game today.
Great. Bob Sweeney, president of the Boston Bruins Foundation. I'm joined by Ruby Bean and Danielle Parent from the Maine Resiliency Center, one of the organizations that will be receiving some of the funding courtesy of the Boston Bruins Foundation and the Boston Bruins alumni. First of all, under these circumstances, it's a tragedy, but there is some happiness in the building today.
Absolutely. To have everyone get together and be here to support the victims and the city in this tragedy, it's wonderful to be a part of it and to be supported.
And it was very unexpected. It literally impacted almost everyone in the city, in the greater Lewiston, Auburn area. And the healing, we're still in the pre-phase of total healing, aren't we?
Absolutely. Now we're a center to serve anybody who feels impacted, and we've seen hundreds of people so far, and look forward to supporting people through the future.
And Ruby, I've heard that people are being nicer to each other now in the Lewiston area, right? And more hugs, right?
Yeah,
more happiness, more friendships, and people extending their hands. So there is something good to come of this tragedy.
There is. I mean, with tragedy becomes an introduction of remembering that life is short, and it can, we need to cherish every minute that we have with our loved ones and the people that are around us. So yeah, it's an important lesson to learn. Unfortunately, this is what happens.
Well, I want to thank you, Ruby Bean, Danielle Parent. Thank you for all the goodwill. You're helping people, you're helping them heal, getting them the services that they need, and thank you. And I can tell you the Boston Bruins Foundation and the Boston Bruins Alumni are delighted to be here today.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Don't hesitate. Find out how great the service can be with Teddy and the team at James and Whitney. I'm a little leaky roof. Fix me. Time to call your friends at James and Whitney. Even though I may be small, the team is here to take your call. Don't hesitate. Find out how great the service can be with Teddy and his team at James and Whitney. Call us now. We're here to help.
From the Coliseum in Lewiston, Maine, it's Boston Bruins Alumni Hockey, brought to you by Chick-fil-A of Massachusetts and New Hampshire. Hello everyone, I'm John Horrigan, joined by Frank Simonetti, the president of the Boston Bruins Alumni. Frank, we're hitting all 6 New England states today. We're in Maine. This old barn, the Coliseum.
This place is a wonderful barn, John. It's been around for, 60 years or something, and a lot of history here. Muhammad Ali, Sonny Liston fight. A lot of great hockey has been played up here. And it's a great hockey community, so we're happy to be here.
We're here to help out, as we always try to do, coming in after 5 months of a tragedy that took place here on October 25th of 2023.
You know, John, hockey heals and helps heals, so we're trying to raise funds here for the Lewiston Strong movement to help those people who suffered that great tragedy. It's a terrible loss for the community, and we're so honored to be invited up here to help out.
And the people that have sponsored it, again, Chick-fil-A of Massachusetts and New Hampshire, our favorite sponsor, they are always helping out the Boston Bruins alumni with their endeavors.
Well, Chick-fil-A has been a tremendous sponsor of ours. They really give back to the community, and we couldn't do what we do without them and their support, so we're happy to have them on board.
And our new sponsor, Bauer, we've got new uniforms, and now look at this, we got new mitts, huh?
Well, Bauer's stepped up and helped outfit us to make us look like a very sharp professional team. The helmets came in a couple weeks ago. The gloves are came in today, so we'll all be debuting them. I see a couple of goals in these gloves, Johnny.
And a little more speed, right? And a little more flair. That's great. And finally, for the Boston Bruins alumni, as we come up to Maine, we travel all across New England and sometimes across Canada. We've got our normal lineup here, but we're playing the Police Athletic League All-Stars, mainly police officers from the Lewiston Police Department who are at the epicenter of this tragedy.
They were at the epicenter of the tragedy, but I'll tell you what, I know firsthand that these guys can play hockey. A lot of good hockey roots here. We've come up in different teams over the years, and they always put on a good show. They are always competitive. So our guys are in there stretching, getting on the bikes, getting ready for this game right now because we know we're going to be in a battle.
Up and down. So stand by for Boston Bruins Alumni Hockey from the Coliseum in Lewiston, Maine. Brought to you by Chick-fil-A.
Hey Bruins fans, I'm Bob Sweeney.
And I'm Andrew Raycroft.
I have my plate.
I've got my plate.
You can get yours too. Go to bostonbruins.com/license plate.